Leo loved his dog, Max, but as he got older, life got busier. Walks became shorter, playtime less frequent. Later, Max, he'd say, rushing off to school or scrolling on his phone. One rainy evening, Leo came home late. Max wasn't by the door like usual. Concerned, he searched and found Max curled up in the corner, his tail barely wagging. Guilt washed over Leo. He knelt beside Max, stroking his fur. "I'm sorry, buddy. I've been ignoring you." Max licked his hand, forgiving instantly. That night, Leo took Max for the longest walk yet, realizing that pets don't ask for much, just time, love, and a little attention. Maya and Leah were inseparable in school, sharing secrets and dreams. One day, Maya moved away, leaving behind a notebook filled with their plans for the future. Leah kept it, but as the years passed, they lost touch. Years later, Maya returned to their hometown for work. Wandering into a cafe, she spotted a familiar face, Leah, holding the very notebook they once shared. "You kept it?" Maya asked, tears in her eyes. Leah smiled. "I've been waiting to finish it with you." The two sat down, flipping through pages of dreams they once wrote. Some had come true, others had changed, but in that moment, they realized the notebook wasn't just about the dreams, it was about the friendship that inspired them. They began writing again, not as kids, but as lifelong friends, proving that even after years apart, true friendships pick up right where they left off. Two friends, Alex and Ryan, set out to hike a treacherous trail. Along the way, they reached an old rope bridge swaying over a deep canyon. Alex hesitated, fear gripping him. "Come on," Ryan called, already halfway across. "I can't," Alex shouted, frozen in place. Ryan smiled and walked back. "We'll go together," he said, holding out his hand. Slowly, step by step, they crossed the bridge. When they reached the other side, Alex breathed a sigh of relief. "Thanks, I couldn't have done it alone." Ryan laughed. "That's what friends are for." Years later, when Ryan faced his own fears starting a new life in a strange city, it was Alex who encouraged him. Their friendship wasn't about who led or followed, it was about always being there when the other needed strength. True friends, Alex realized, are the bridges that carry us across life's challenges.
In a grand kingdom, the king's only son, Prince Arion, was lost in a storm as a baby. The heartbroken king searched for years but never found him. Meanwhile, a humble blacksmith named Leo grew up in a small village, unaware of his true identity. One day, he saved an injured knight, who noticed an old royal pendant around Leo's neck. "Where did you get this?" the knight asked, stunned. "My father gave it to me," Leo replied. The knight knelt. "You are the lost prince." Leo was brought to the castle, where the king, with tears in his eyes, embraced him. But Leo hesitated. Was he meant to be a ruler? Then, he realized true kingship wasn't about blood, but heart. He accepted his destiny, not as a prince, but as a leader who truly understood his people. Sometimes, greatness isn't inherited, it's discovered. Ethan, a brilliant programmer, created an AI assistant named Vera to handle his tasks. Over time, he relied on it for everything: reminders, decisions, even conversations. One night, his system crashed, and Vera went silent. Panic set in. Ethan had forgotten how to manage on his own. He searched frantically for his old notes, only to realize he had stopped thinking for himself. Determined, he rebuilt Vera, but this time, he made a rule: technology should assist, not replace. He reconnected with friends, made decisions without AI, and found joy in real experiences. When Vera finally rebooted, Ethan smiled. "You're my tool, not my mind." Technology is powerful, but only when we control it, not the other way around.